So, Jaya, how does it feel? How are you today? How are you feeling today?
Yeah, hi Jailesh. Well, I don't know what to say. It's all a very strange new world, a very exciting new world. It's very exciting to be part of it, and it just feels absolutely wonderful. It feels great. Just
No.
feels great to know actually that your work is being viewed by so many new people all over the world who would never have had access to your work. I mean, this is an absolutely new world for me where it's a totally new audience from different countries, different age groups, different backgrounds. Because when I have physical shows, it's very limited to people who are, who visit art galleries or who are doing up homes. But this is a totally exciting new demographic for me. So it's great. So I just have to thank you for that.
We are trying. I mean, our main motto is to get unheard artists from unknown places. But we were lucky to have you on board. You're already known. The whole idea was to really obviously get different artists from different corners of the world to experience how the whole system works, and we are just that's what we are here to do. So I think this today's session is literally for our miners, people who are bidding, and people who are appreciating, and they are putting their money where their mouth is. Right? They like the piece. They are investing in it with the hope of being the person that will be the owner of the piece. So tell them, who is Jaya Javeri, a little bit of your journey, and you
Well,
know.
I don't think it's a very exciting story, really. It's quite boring. But first of all, I want to really thank them because, they have put their confidence in my art. They're bidding for something and they have no idea who I am. They're going just by the piece of art and appreciating what I paint. So I'm just very, very grateful. And I hope they keep doing that and supporting me like that in future. So, I have been painting, I don't know, since I was 2 years old. That's a very, very, very long time ago. But I had my first solo show when I was 17. And art has been a passion for me since I was 2 years old. And I think my mother kind of really recognized that this was just more than a fast passing fantasy and a passing interest. And so I had a parallel education in art along with school. I had teachers, I used to have classes and stuff like that. And over the years, I've had I've had so many group shows, I've had many group showings, and I've had 20 solo exhibitions all over India. I've had one in New York. And I think I'm really blessed that I do have, I've had very successful shows. And unfortunately, I really didn't. I'm a self-taught artist, though I didn't go to an art school. But having said that, I did have very, very senior art teachers coming home to me because, like I said, thanks to my mother, I had this parallel education in art. And those were the days when people did not think of being an artist as a full-time profession, something very accepted, something normal. People would be engineers or doctors or, things like that. And so I did my management, I did my MBA. And I worked in the corporate sector for many years. And I think the call of art was too strong for me. And I just one day chucked up everything and decided to go back to what I love doing the most. And this is what I do every day. I paint, I have shows, I do a lot of I do a lot of work on my website. I do a lot of commission works. So this is what I do every day, and this is my passion. This is my life. And I mean, I'm just so grateful for every one of those people out there on the Loot NFT platform who have been bidding for me and without knowing anything about me, really. So I'm just so very, very grateful. So thank you all.
So I think, yesterday I had a conversation with the CEO of Loot NFT, and he was like, we need to get the bidders to connect with the artists so they can put a face to the work, which obviously has a beautiful side effect which can open doors for many more shows, maybe global shows in different places where before we could not imagine at all. So I think today for us it's an absolute pleasure for our NFT to be appointing you as one of the first Indian artists on our side, at least, right? So you're holding the Indian flag. I think it's, and having a record-breaking, battle bidding, which is happening, really makes it something really, really amazing for us. So, like yesterday you were saying to me, like, you're watching the bidding, and even me, I'm like, we're sleeping, and I wake up every day very early these days, so I get up at 4, and I'm like, it's still on. Like, I'm checking. Even today I woke up, I was like, man, this is a non-stop battle. And I can guarantee you that none of the Loot team or even the guys who designed the whole ecosystem, they didn't think that 120,000 buns could be going, and so early, because we're not public yet. So like we say, the marketing of the whole platform is going to start very soon. But so you've just proved, your work has just proved that the system works. And I think, time is on our side, being at the right time and the right place with the right piece. One thing I wanted to touch up, because yesterday when we were talking, you mentioned about, obviously the world is going digital. There's more, that's what we believe, there's more inclination about 3D and more digital work. But you are what we call the classical, artists, and you're making noise, Jaya. So yeah, maybe that's...
We started this journey. I remember I had my apprehensions about it, Jailesh. And I told you, I'm this old-fashioned painter who believes in putting a paint on my canvas with a palette knife. It's just my knife, my paint, and the canvas. It's the old-fashioned way of painting, and it's not what they call cutting edge. And I was a bit apprehensive because I know you have a lot of young artists who are so good at their digital skills, and I have absolutely no digital skills. I'm learning, and my children still call me a dinosaur, but I'm learning, and it's so exciting to learn. But I think it has proved to me that the classical way of painting, the old-fashioned way of painting, of actually having canvas and paints and brushes, and for me a palette knife, I don't think that'll ever go out of style. It'll always be the basic to art. And but I have to tell you one thing, that my kids are so very impressed that I actually know what an NFT stands for. So the respect has grown because I seem to know a lot more about NFTs than they do, So I have to thank you for that. And coming back to what you were saying about this bidding and unheard of. So I was telling you yesterday, I have no clue what is happening. I don't know what is going on, but I just am so grateful, and I give you guys the credit. I really don't take any credit for it at all. So thank you for that. And I really don't understand what's going on, but I just love it. So thank you.
Even today, I had a meeting with the team. I was telling them, like, man, now even our sleep is getting paid off, all the hard work. And like I was also saying to you, to be honest, we didn't know what an NFT was in March when we embarked on this journey with Loot. And we are learning together with the artists, and we are sharing with, whatever we can. And we were lucky to even have James, when you had a session with James, and we have Ishant, who wrote a book about the platform before even it was launched. And then we had Shubham Hanuman, who came and gave us a whole, idea of how the whole system works. So I think the good part of what we are doing is we are all learning. So it's all like we are going back to school, but this is earning and learning together, right? So that's the good part of this.
For artists, it's learning too, right? Because most artists like me, we are so isolated in our studios, and we are so used to just being in our studio and painting on our own. So for us, this is really getting out into the world, and it's a window to what is happening in the world nowadays, which we are not aware of this. I mean, at least I was not aware of it. So it's opening my eyes to this whole new world, and it's so strange you talking about this, because I do remember, because I do a bit of reading of what is happening in the art world, and I had been picking up about these NFTs, and I was thinking that there must be some way I should try and participate. And they say if you really want something, the cosmos sends it to you. And then I get a call from Neeraj and you, and then before I know it, here I am. NFTs, the NFT world. So yes, it's been exciting.
Yeah, and Neeraj was like, I have a friend who's an artist. So I said, yeah, man, let's get her on board. Like, I don't even know. I never looked at I said, if it's your friend Neeraj is a mentor to me. Yeah? He's been hand-holding me in everything that I'm doing. So I was like, yeah, if you're saying it's your friend, so it's good, let's get it on. And we've all the plan to get it posted. And I think it was one very important message that we want to put out to the different artists is to trust the platform, trust the system.
Absolutely.
Send the work, because I think you did absolutely that, and the result is online. Like it's almost like watch. Yeah.
I just gave you the painting, and I forgot about, and I knew you guys because I'd been attending all your meetings and your presentations, and I knew you guys seemed to know what you were doing, and you seemed to have a plan. And I found the entire team very young, very dynamic, and very committed. So I knew I was going to be in good hands. And I don't know anything about it. So I said, okay, I mean, I'm just going to hand it over to these guys and trust in them. And I just forgot about it. And then suddenly, next thing I know, I'm on Loot NFT. So it's been great, really. It was good. The patience was worth it.
Yeah. And the good news also I'll share with you. Neeraj is coming to Delhi on Sunday, and then he's also talking to the culture advisor of the Prime Minister Modi. So now we are opening a new, different dimension of Indian artists coming on the platform. So the great thing, you will be our Indian ambassador, and you would have, like the precedent case. When you have a precedent case saying that it's been tried and tested and it works. So that's
too much pressure.
you will start getting calls, Jaya. So that's one thing people will write to you. People will like, I just got an email from someone from China who's like, yeah, I want to be on the platform. So because like we said, yeah. So now the whole world is opening to this, and I think the pandemic, the artists went through a hard time through the pandemic. And we've been talking to artists who said, we didn't even have money to buy food, right? And because they are relying on selling pieces, and the whole economic activity stopped, and then it made it like almost impossible for them, especially the traditional artists. The digital ones, they had something coming in. So I think for us, it's a beautiful example. It's a beautiful, and it's still going on, Jaya. So we don't know when it's going to end. So this might go on for another week, and we might have another record breaking.
But having said that, I think that you're talking about traditional artists. I think all artists, especially people like me, I mean, I think we have to adapt. We have to adapt, otherwise it's not going to work. And we have to be aware of what's going on in the world, what's happening in the trends, what's happening everywhere. If we want to get our art across, it's no longer the situation where I can just lock myself in the studio and paint. We have to be adaptable to the situation. But I also have to tell you that I have a different point of view on this. I feel that a lot of people are looking at buying art now because the work from home situation warrants that people are going to be home for a long period of time. And the one place they are looking at investing is actually their home. And I'm finding a lot of people, even young people, other people, who want to buy art. And they want to beautify their home, their workspace. Like I had a buyer who bought a painting because he said he wanted a backdrop to his Zoom calls. So I thought that's a good positioning to have, So it is all changing. We don't know what's happening, what's going on, but whatever is happening, it'll always turn out well.
Yeah. And yesterday we were writing the brief because obviously the show there will be several episodes, so we're looking to have sponsors on the show and everything. So we were writing the brief, and the brief was like connectivity meets technology. So now there was this gap. Now we know creativity is going to drive, but what you've proven that you don't need to be in the digital space to keep your creativity.
You just have to get a Jailesh.
Yeah, and purely because I'm connected to Loot, and it was the learning experience for us has been brilliant, and every day, and the more it's like I'm saying to James yesterday, it's like a game. There's level 1, and he's like, just wait till all the other Star Arena opens and Satoshi's Lounge opens and X by SL. That's gonna be a different ball game altogether. But we are very happy, we are very excited. And I think the whole the Loot NFT warriors, the Genesis Army, as we call them, the Genesis Army team, who's beating and really uplifting everyone. They will be super happy. They will be really happy to have heard from you and seen what's happening, and we don't know what will happen, so maybe we'll have another 2 minutes if this doubles up. If this doubles up.
I have to tell you another thing, that I've been dropping the word NFT very casually in conversations with friends just to sound very intelligent, and I must tell you that they're extremely impressed. They didn't think. And I said, I'm just like, getting into the NFT world and just very casual and very nonchalant about it. But I'm just so excited inside, So like they're super impressed.
So you're an official ambassador of Loot NFT in the Asia region, right? In the whole Asian continent, because you're the first Indian artist.
Really?
At least, yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, no pressure.
So no pressure. So like I said, now you will be spreading the news, and then obviously the work will speak for itself, and the sale, the value that has been brought to the table. So and tell us, obviously you are in India. The theme was heaven was copied after Mauritius. So you came to Mauritius. Is that something we can tell the world?
I am in love with Mauritius. I came there when I was in school. We have very, very good family friends who are like family to me. They were like my parents, actually. So I spent a month with them when I was in school in Mauritius. And that was the time I just fell in love. I have never seen I've never seen any country more beautiful than Mauritius in terms of the water, the beaches, the people. I fell in love, and I went back. Actually, I came back to Mauritius maybe 5-6 years ago. So there is this strong connect with Mauritius and the beauty of the entire country. So when I got this the topic, and I said, this is a sign, because Mauritius is so close to my heart, and you tell me come to Mauritius, I'll be there in an instant, and it's just so beautiful. So for me, it was such a pleasure to take part in this particular topic, because it is just so close to my heart. And I always think you live in one of the most beautiful countries in the world. So you guys are lucky.
I think when we put the theme up, because obviously we are a Mauritian company, and Loot is a US company, and James being a Mauritian who is now based in the US, he goes like, let's promote Mauritius, let's help to bring the people back in the.
You guys are doing an amazing job promoting Mauritius and the Mauritian students and the local artists, and I think that's really creditable what you guys are doing for Mauritius. Really, it's amazing.
The country is open now, by the way. Mauritius is open. We open our doors to the whole world again. Yeah, the paradise is back. Yeah, with no, as long as I think you've done your vaccination and you're cool. They do a PCR test and then you're good. So very shortly you could be hopping on a plane and come down and.
That sounds so tempting, Jailesh.
after two more pieces, you can be on in a five-star. Like, just say, you know what, yeah, you know, my creative journey is paying me enough now to get on a five-star on the Paradise
As
Island.
long as it's near the beach, any beach in Mauritius. I mean, the waters of Mauritius, I have never seen anywhere else in the world. I mean, those are just spectacular, the waters there, you know. It's just amazing. I can just go on about the waters of Mauritius and the beaches. So I think this particular topic, which I called light, was just so close to my heart, and it came from a very emotional place for me.
So it was a how do you say, an outburst of remembering the island and the moments that you lived.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the people, my God, the people, they're just so warm, so welcoming, so friendly. So I'm coming back for sure.
Cool. And just to let you know, the upcoming themes, we will have the Warriors of India, okay, which is we want, like I said, we want to use this opportunity to really show the world the history of the world, actually. So we are looking at Shivaji, Maharana Pratap, Bhagat Singh, Tipu Sultan, like really, like Aurangzeb, like really, like, you know, break the barriers and bring it to a different way. Let everyone show what their culture holds and let them express themselves in different ways. So so we'll share that with you. We have another upcoming thing on the Ashanti Kingdom, which is the from Ghana, the richest tribe and the most powerful tribe in Ghana. And Ghana used to be called the Gold Coast. The Ashanti Kingdom is all about gold. So I'll share the information about that with you. We already have one piece which has already been taken, one slot which has been taken. So yeah, I think just to let you know, yeah. So I'm already thinking about, you know, the other pieces and how we can get you involved, because I think you need to strike when the iron is hot, right, and keep things rolling. So it was an absolute pleasure talking to you, and we will, like I said, we will chop this episode nicely. We will make it really to the best we can in our ability, and to make sure that Jaya, you know, holds that Indian flag and you know bring that smile that you have to the world. Really. So thank you.
I want to wish you and your team the absolute best, and I'm sure you're going to make a big success out of this. I know you guys are so committed and so involved, and you've been really hard at work at this. I've seen your journey over the last few months, so I'm really rooting for you guys. I mean, not only for selfish reasons, but also that you guys deserve to do well, and I'm sure it'll be a great success. And I would love to be part of that as well.
Yeah, you're already part of it, and you know we have a long way. It's not a sprint; it's a marathon. Yeah,
It's a marathon. I agree.
Yeah. Thank you for your time. I know you had a busy schedule. We're doing our best. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jayaji.